Hi and good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's market updates again with myself, Edmund. Yesterday we saw gold prices going down about 77 US dollars, and we also saw the US dollar finding support levels at 92.15 and then moving up very strongly in the lead up to the FOMC meeting minutes and also after the meeting minutes was announced. So let us have a look and see what is coming up for today's economic calendar before we analyze the results of the FOMC meeting minutes yesterday. So for today, Thursday, 20th of August 2020, we will have a relatively busy economic calendar. Most of these are medium to, most of them are medium impact data. We're going to start off with Switzerland's trade balance numbers at 2 p.m., followed by the German producer price index numbers also at 2 p.m. And moving towards 6 p.m. local Singapore time, we will be having the Confederation of British Industry industrial order expectations at 6 p.m. Okay, then moving towards 7:30 p.m., the European Central Bank's monetary policy meeting accounts will be released at 7:30, and towards the US markets tonight at 8:30 p.m., we will be having the Philadelphia Fed Manufacturing Index and also unemployment claims data from the US. Finally, we will end with the natural gas storage numbers at 10:30 p.m. So, as we are all aware, for the last 3 weeks or so now, most of commodities such as gold prices has been moving up and down, largely due to the rise and fall of U.S. Treasury yields. And of course, we also see that the US dollar was mostly weakening over the last 1 week or so. And yesterday, the US dollar managed to find some very good support levels at 92.15. And in the lead up to the Federal Reserve meeting minutes, we do see the US dollar finding support and after that moving up. Okay. So this was the lines drawn over the last few days or 1 week, and we do see the US dollar continuing to move down. Initially, it was breaking the support levels of 92.50, and it went down to find another very good support levels at 92.15, and it was consolidating for most of Tuesday, and yesterday also on Wednesday. So from a bearish downtrend to finding supports and breaking the bearish downtrend. For yesterday, the US dollar was mostly quiet in the Asian trading session and also the UK trading session. It was mostly consolidating. However, most importantly, it didn't break this horizontal support levels. And towards the evening, as early as this is the 1700 plus 5:22 10 p.m. local Singapore and Malaysia time, the US dollar begins to strengthen significantly. Okay, so this was in the lead up to the 2 a.m. on Thursday 2 a.m. Federal Reserve meeting minutes release, and as you can see, the markets reacted way before the actual release at 2 a.m. Okay, so with the US dollar strengthening throughout the whole sustaining first throughout the Asian and UK trading session, and then after moving up very strongly at 10 p.m., we do see the UK pound also having a similar behavior. In the Asian trading session, the UK pound having resistance at 1.3253 levels, couldn't break through. And yesterday, during the analysis yesterday, we were looking for the UK pound to move down to about 1.3158 levels, which was about 88 pips down. So yesterday the UK pound did touch the target price of 1.3158 and even moved down a bit lower. Okay. So UK pound mostly quiet and started to move down only at about this the candle here, 1100 towards the UK trading session plus 5. This is 16. This is at 4 p.m. local Singapore and Malaysia time. The UK pound decisively moves down. The first push. Moving down from 1.3253 to a low of 1.3196, going down about 56 pips. Had a few hours of consolidation, and towards 10 p.m., this is the one, 10 p.m., moves down again from 1.3216 all the way to a low of 1.3092. Okay, so this was a 120 pip move, combined with the move from the UK trading session. The UK pound moved down a total of about 160 pips. Okay, so it moved down, it broke through this bullish uptrend line, and currently it is trading at these levels. Same story goes for the US dollar. At the moment, US dollar seems to have found very good support and will be looking to test. Currently it's at the highest level for the moment. So if there is still strength to move up, we are looking for the US dollar to test 93.30 levels, which is about 28 points to the upside. So if the US dollar does strengthen again, we could see the UK pound moving further down to the next support levels of here, 1.3009, which is about 80 pips to the downside. And if the US dollar does weaken back or start the consolidation of a retracement back, we could see the UK pound slightly push back up to the next resistance levels of 1.3125, which is about 35 pips to the upside. But bear in mind that the latest sentiment for the US dollar is bullish, and so the latest sentiments for the UK pound should be bearish unless there's certain news or events coming out later to change the scenario and change the sentiment. Okay, so that was the US dollar and also the UK pound movement yesterday, and also today's target prices. Let us have a quick look again at the economic calendar. So for the news events for yesterday, the FOMC meeting minutes, basically the US dollar in the lead up to the 2 a.m. announcement found good support again at 92.15 and strengthened in the lead up and after the FOMC meeting minutes was released. So the main takeaway from yesterday's minutes release was that the Federal Reserve are not keen to implement a strategy called yield curve control. Yield curve control basically means that the Federal Reserve will impose certain capping or certain limits on how high a yield can go for certain long-term treasury bonds. Okay, so the Federal Reserve showed no interest in doing this, and that was one of the main reasons why the actual yields on the 10-year and 30-year treasury notes actually rose, partly due to this, and also as the treasury yields rose, we do see the gold prices pushing down about 77 US dollars. Okay, so that was the main takeaway from yesterday's FOMC meeting minutes. And of course, Federal Reserve Chairman Mr. Jerome Powell has the view that the path towards economic recovery will be extraordinarily uncertain. Okay, these are due to some factors such as how well the world or the US government controls or contains the coronavirus, and of course, as evident over the last couple of weeks, there has been a waning fiscal support, especially with the ongoing negotiations within the US government to provide additional financial stimulus to the economy. So it has been a stalemate so far, and currently there's still no light at the end of the tunnel in terms of additional financial stimulus. Okay, and of course disruptions towards foreign growth caused by the pandemic. As we are all aware, the pandemic has caused lockdowns in almost every major economy in the world, and this has caused severe trade and import and export disruptions. Okay, so back to the technical charts. So just now we saw the US dollar strengthening and also the UK pound weakening. So moving on to the euro dollar, is a similar pattern for the euro dollar. The euro dollar breaks its bullish trend line and moves down, and again this was due to the fact that it couldn't go higher. And also yesterday we were also looking for the euro dollar to push back down to 1.1880 levels. Yesterday it was about coming down about 60 pips to the downside, so it did hit 1.1880 and push down a further 49 pips. Okay, so again the sentiment currently, as you can see, it is trying to consolidate and find some support, and later on during the UK or US trading sessions, we will be able to decide whether the US dollar will be continuing to strengthen or retrace back, have some consolidation. So likewise, we should see some movements towards for the UK pound and also for the euro dollar. Okay. Gold prices for last few days, especially for yesterday, after touching a high of 2015 US dollars on Tuesday. For yesterday or Wednesday, gold prices, as you can see, as early as 3+5, which is 8 a.m. local Singapore and Malaysia time, from a level of 2005 US dollars. It already started to move down and touch a low of 1979, which was the previous support that we were looking for. So it came down about 25, almost 26 US dollars in the Asian trading session. UK trading session, it was mostly consolidating within $15 range, and towards 1600 plus 5, 2100 hours, this is 9 p.m. local Singapore and Malaysia time. Gold prices are starting to come down, and at 10 p.m. actually, it's at 10 p.m. where gold prices decisively broke through the support levels of 1980, and then after it continued to drop to a low of 1924. So again, gold prices, not only did it drop, it actually dropped way before the 2 a.m. Announcement of the Federal Reserve meeting minutes. Okay, so it came down, started to move down as early as 9 a.m. from a high of 1993 all the way to a low of 1927, moving down 67 US dollars. Okay, so throughout the day, from the Asian trading session to the evening, the gold prices moved down about 78 US dollars. Okay, so again, very exciting. Almost, I would say, almost every single day, very good and clear opportunities to buy or short the markets to gain a good profits. Moving down $78. If you can catch anything from a 10 to 20 US dollar movement, that would have been a good trade for the day and done. Okay, and next we will be waiting for the next volumes and also the next cycle, and of course the next set of chart patterns to form during the UK and also during the US market trading sessions. Okay, so silver prices fell also, but was not as drastic or dramatic as gold prices. Silver prices just dropped about $1.20. Again, the general direction is clear over here. Okay, so yeah, so silver prices are quieting down a bit. Okay, oil prices are nothing much again from OPEC and also for oil prices, although we were expecting it to move yesterday with a set of economic data from Canada and also crude oil inventories, and of course we also had this crude oil inventories and also Canadian economic data. So again, oil prices moved up, tested the resistance again at 43.20. Couldn't get past the horizontal resistance, came back down. Currently is trying to test these levels again. So it's still non-conclusive, and oil prices has not yet decided whether it's going to go down or up further. Okay, but be very careful. It really cannot get past this resistance, and if it breaks this bullish trend line, it could go back down to test $42 initially, and if it does weaken further, it could test $41.68 at the next support levels. Okay, S&P 500 yesterday also finally ended its short-term bullish run. Okay, so when it touched a high of 3,398 points, and as the meeting minutes was announced yesterday, exactly at 2 a.m. local Singapore and Malaysia time, the S&P 500 couldn't break through this resistance, breaks through the bullish trend line, and goes down another about 35 points. Okay, so so that is the sentiment for the moment for the S&P 500, for the US dollar index, and also for gold prices. So if you guys had already had a very positive and productive first 3 days of the week, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Mondays, this is a Monday. Okay, Monday going up, gold going up about 59. Okay, Tuesdays, gold moving within a $35 range up and down, and yesterday gold prices moving down about 70 US dollars. So For today, I would say that gold prices could be going quiet, consolidating, but the sentiment for gold is still on a bearish side. Possibly we can even see gold prices pushing down to the next support levels of 1,916, 1916, which is about $24 to the downside, and to the upside, we are currently looking at the current resistance is at 1942, which is very near. Okay, so if it does break through 1942, or rather, sorry, 1945 is the current resistance to the upside. If it does break through to the upside, we could be looking at it to go to 1958 levels, which is about $20 to the upside. So plus minus, it is $20 to the upside from the current price. And also okay, once again, and also about $26 to the downside. Okay, so I hope you guys have a good trading day ahead. Markets are always exciting. We just need to understand the behavior, sentiment, and movements of the market. Where it was, where is it now, and where is it likely to go. Hope you guys have a good trading day ahead, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you, take care, and happy trading.